Hey guys, this is Anderson. Um, yeah, I'm 5-1 before this 15-minute game. Uh, Playing with the white pieces. At the end, time pressure would be the problem. Alright, let's dive straight into it. After e4, c5, we have the Sicilian. Guys, also let me know in the comments what's better. Do you like it when I explain it after the game or when I do it live? I can do either one. Um, I played knight f3, he played knight c6. Looks like we're going into some kind of classical Sicilian setup. d4, c takes d4, knight takes d4. And this is pretty uncommon. Well, I'm sure it's been played before. It definitely has been played before. But black usually isn't opting for white to play c4. After e6, c4, we get somewhat of a version of a Maroczy bind. And the point of the Maroczy bind is basically black can't find a good plan, and he's losing space rapidly. That's why usually, if you go back, white would play knight f6 somewhere. Here. He would probably play knight f6, so I would be forced to play knight c3, which prevents the c pawn from moving. Anyway, queen c7. I wouldn't consider this a bad move. It's just out of order. Like, I don't even know the theory on this to be honest, but I don't think it looks right. Um, it's just premature. He should be staking in the center somehow. I played bishop there because I thought the plan was that he would play bishop to c5, and it wasn't completely necessary. It was just to hold a bit of tempo, I guess. b3, I thought he was still going for bishop c5, but I ignored it. Now I played knight c3, intending to be a bit annoying with knight b5. He saw that, he played a6. Very simplistic chess here, guys. He's hindering all his development. I played knight a4, trying to attack that b pawn. Really, really simplistic chess. And stopping bishop c5. So we get bishop b4 check. I'm up in development, so... Oh no, I played bishop d2. Okay. Maybe I could have just moved my king over. It wasn't that big of a deal. But after this, I'm up in development, and yeah, my a rook is about to come to either the c file or the e file. After queen f4 check, which was really annoying actually, I just moved to e1 to avoid more checks, and maybe put my rook on the d file. Knight f6, attacking the pawn, and I take his pawn instead. Pinning the rook and the bishop. The rook's being attacked, so rook b8, knight takes c8. Yeah, rook takes c8. I didn't just want to retreat the knight. The game's getting open. Might as well have a bishop in the endgame. After bishop d3, you guys need to understand that time pressure started kicking in. I wish I could have shown this live, but we were under heavy time pressure now. After castles, he looks really solid. He has a good endgame now. He played a passive position the whole game, and now here he is. But I think I'm up in pawns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, one pawn. After rook d1, taking control of the file, maybe intending to move that bishop so I can really crack down some pressure, he plays d5. This was actually a really good move because, okay, we all know that e takes d isn't impossible because my queen is hanging. and I can't just leave the pawn there because he'll take and then I'll be stuck. So c takes d5, e takes d5, and the pawn on e4 is looking under pressure. Looking like it's under pressure. And now I played it was an okay move, I guess. Um Bishop takes c6. I mean a6. Now he had the option to come down to rook c2 to really enter into my position, and I can't even castle, and he's on my 7th rank, and I don't know how it would. He just played rook d8 defending that pawn, and after e takes d5, because now that the bishop moved, my queen is protected by the rook. We have rook f to e8 check. Yeah. At first it looks like, oh man, doesn't he, after I would play king f1, which he would have this rook takes down here because my back row is so weak. After rook takes, yeah, it just looks bad. So he can't do that though because it just doesn't work out. Rook e4, queen d2. I have more pawns so I could win the endgame. Trying to trade the queen off here. Really low on time, guys. Keep them in mind. Queen takes, here takes. Rook f4. Yeah, I actually let this pawn go. The double pawn. So I could get the pass pawn rolling. Remember, guys, time pressure. After rook f4, king g2, knight g4. He's attacking my f pawn now. King g3, rook over. That was probably a really bad blunder. Bishop to c6, not protecting my 2nd rank, and there's really no point in the move besides trying to protect the pass pawn. After knight e5, rook over, just time pressure kicked in like crazy. Yeah. The endgame's clearly winning for black here, but he was really low on time. He actually made me wait a very long time. Sack the exchange. And the draw due to a game drawn by insufficient material because, well, the time ran out. Alright guys, not the best game either. Thank you for watching. So 5, 1, and 1.